Hello friends. So in the previous video, we have seen the concept of variables. So let's now put it into practice in this tutorial. So friends, first step to do so is to create a JavaScript file. Okay, you can create a new file in your project folder using this icon. Okay, new file. So this file is created and I have named it as script.js. And after doing this, you need to link these two files, that is script file and index file. So to do so, you need to put this line of code. Okay, inside this script tag, you need to write this attribute, source attribute, and its value will be script.js, and that is the name of your JavaScript file. So by writing this line of code, we are just linking these two files, index.html and script.js. Now friends, after doing this, if I am writing any JavaScript code in my script file, then it will be executed on my web page through my browser. Okay, so let me show you how. So here I have written a simple line of code, that is alert, and inside that I have written a string which is written just by putting it inside these single quotes. So here I have written a string, hello, my name is Shreyans, and to end a statement in JavaScript, you need to write this semicolon. Okay, so friends, let us now see this. Save this file using Ctrl S or Command S, and after that come to your web browser and click on the refresh button. So as soon as you click this refresh button, you can see this pop-up, okay, or this alert stating that hello, my name is Shreyans, and that is exactly same as whatever I have written here in this alert. Okay, so friends, this is just a simple example. So let us now start diving into our very first concept, and that is variables. Okay, so here I will write the name of my lecture, that is variables. Okay, and let's get started. So to create a variable, you need to use a keyword known as let, and after this you need to name your variable, and here I have given the name to my variable as message. Okay, so let message, this is my variable, okay, or container which can hold some values. Say this statement is known as declaration of variable. So here I will write declaration of variable. So here you have declared a variable whose name is message. Now because I have already told you that variables act just like a container which can hold some data. Okay, so now I'm going to use this message container to store some data for me, and here I'm going to store a string, and that string is hello. A string is basically a sequence of characters. Okay, so here I have stored a variable. So here I have stored a value or a string in my variable message. Okay, so let me show you this. So if you are going to write, click on this refresh button. After saving this file, click on this refresh button, and if you are going to write message here in your console, then it will show you what is the value of message, and that is hello, because you have declared message equals hello. That is, you have stored a value hello in this message variable. So here we have defined a variable. So this step is known as defining a variable. Okay, so here I am using this double forward slash to write single line comments. Okay, I will explain you what is the meaning of this comments. Comments are basically that part of our code which is not executed. Okay, so this part of code, this has no meaning for the JavaScript interpreter. So this is not basically the part of my code. You can say this is for the understanding of our fellow programmers. Okay, as I'm explaining it to you right now by using these comments. So friends, after doing this, you can use this variable to do something in your web page. Let me show you how. So here I am writing alert, and then inside alert, if I am writing message, and to end this statement I am writing this semicolon, so that my web browser knows that this is a single statement and it needs to be executed as one. So if I save this now and I go back to my web page and click refresh, then you can see that this is showing an alert stating hello. Okay, so whatever you type in this variable, let's say I am typing John, and save this using Ctrl S and go back to your web browser and refresh. So now it is saying John. Okay, so this is wonderful. Okay, so you have basically created a container or a variable which is able to store some kind of data, and you are then using that variable directly to manipulate our web page or to do something in our web page. So isn't it interesting? So let me tell you yet another thing. Okay, so friends, you can also declare multiple variables in a single line. What do I mean by this? Let me show you. So here I am writing let user equals John. Okay, so what you are seeing here I am declaring my variable let user, and I am also defining it user equals John. Okay, I am writing it, I am assigning it a string. Okay, so this is basically what declaration and definition of a variable. So in this step I have declared as well as defined my variable. Okay, so you can check this always by writing here alert, and then inside alert just write user. Okay, and because it is going to show two alerts, okay, so I am disabling it by using this // that is to comment out this part of code so that it is not interpreted as part of my code for the moment. So now go back to your web page. Sorry, here I forgot something. You always have to put this semicolon at the end of each statement to let the browser know that this is your single statement. Okay, so save this file using Ctrl S and go back to your web browser and click refresh, and now you can see that it is showing me an alert stating John. Okay, or let's say here I am writing John Murphy. Okay, save this and refresh your web page. Now it is saying John Murphy. Okay, so this is basically how you create or declare and define a variable in a single line. Now you can also declare and define multiple variables using a single let keyword. Let me show you how. So you just need to type let, then I am typing here let user equals, then assigning it as string John, and then you need to write this comma, and then I'm writing here that age is equal to 25, that is a number, so here I don't need to write any single quotes around this 25, and then I am writing message equals hello John. Okay, so now I have declared multiple variables. The first one is user, the second one is age, and the third one is message in a single statement. And then what I need to do for doing this, I just need to separate all of them by using this commas. Okay, so this is how you can declare and define multiple variables in a single line. So I will write it here for your reference: declare and define multiple variables in a single line. Okay, so this is what I have done here. So let us use this somewhere. So I will use this alert, and here I am going to write display user plus here I will write inside this double quotes, I will write my name is, here I am giving some space, and then after this plus sign I'm writing user, and then again plus sign, and then I'm writing again this double quote, and my age is space and then plus sign, and then right here age, sorry, it should be age, and then again plus sign, and here write just your message after a space. Okay, just write your message. So don't worry if you don't get what I'm doing here. I'm going to explain it to you. First, let's see. After writing this line of code or this piece of code, save this script, okay, by using Ctrl S or Command S, and then go back to your web browser and click refresh. So here you can see that we have got an error, okay, in JavaScript line number 13. So let me tell you why this is happening. So friends, here you have declared the same variable 2 times, okay. Here you are writing let user equals John Murphy, and here you are writing let user equals John. So this is definitely going to create some error because you cannot define a variable 2 times in a single script, okay. So after commenting out this line of code, let us save this again and go back to your web browser and refresh. And again, because I have already declared this message, so it is producing some error. So I'm also going to comment out this part, and after this click on the refresh, and now you can see that it is showing hello, my name is John, and there is no space between John and end, and my age is 25, and then it is saying hello John. So to fix this, you just need to add some space here, and okay, and then my name is John and my age is 25, and then it is showing hello John. So this is quite fun. So let me tell you what just happened. So the first thing that you learned is you cannot declare or define the same variable 2 times in a single script, okay. You just need to do it once. You can reassign a variable, okay, but you cannot declare it 2 times. That means you cannot write let user 2 times, okay. You can write here let user equals John in this line, and below here I am writing user equals Kate, okay. And now I'm saving this and refresh your web browser. Now you can see what it is showing. Hello, my name is John and my age is 25, and then hello John. So why it is doing this? Because JavaScript is interpreted from top to bottom, that is line by line. So the JavaScript parser reads this line, then this line, and when it came to this line, for my JavaScript interpreter, the value of user was still John, and age was 25, and message was hello John, okay. So if I copy this piece of code using Ctrl C and I paste it here, okay, and let me also comment out this part. So let us now see what happens. So click on this, okay, then refresh. So now you can see it is showing my name is Kate and my age is 25, and then again it is showing here hello John. Why? Because my message was hello John, okay. So what it is doing, it has replaced the value of user from John to Kate, okay. And if I just write here message hello, then let's see it again, okay, and then refresh. So my name is Kate and my age is 25, hello, okay. So now you can see that this is basically a variable is acting like a container whose value can be changed by reassigning its value. So before it was John, the user was John, and now it has become Kate after this reassignment, okay, after reassigning the value of user to Kate. So I hope I made this concept very clear to you, that you can define only once a variable like this, but you can declare it as many times as you want. The only thing that is going to happen is that the only new value or the current value is going to sustain, and the previous values will be deleted from this variable. So friends, let's now move forward and let me show you yet another thing. So here I am writing let user equals Shreyans, okay, and then I am writing let age is equal to 23, okay, and then I am writing let message equals, you can use either single quotes or double quotes, okay, for writing a string. Hello Shreyans, okay, so this is my message to Shreyans. And now what you can do when you have to write this in multiple lines, okay, why I am doing this? If I can write it by using just single let, then why I am writing this using 3 let? Because this is much clearer to the reader, okay. When you are reading this line of code or this piece of code, that was quite cumbersome, okay, but this is more clear what is the meaning of this piece of code, okay. So but I want to use only a single let keyword to define as many variables as I want. So what can you do? Just copy this piece of code from here, okay, just copy this and paste it here and just shift it to another line, and that's the solution to this problem, okay. So now you have declared multiple variables, okay, using a single let keyword but in different lines so that it is more readable. So you can either put this comma in this line after this variable at the back, or you can also put this at the front like this. Sorry, let me show you here. You are writing it here, okay, remove this space and then I'm writing it like this. So these both are same actually, okay. So friends, this is it for now, and we will meet in the next video with a new concept. So friends, at the end I would also like to ask you one favor, that if you are new to this YouTube channel or you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please do so right now to support me, so that you can get all of the updates on my channel right at the time. Also friends, don't forget to press the bell icon, and if you like this explanation of this video, then please press the thumbs up icon, and you can also write how you feel about my explanation in the comment box below. So friends, see you in the next video.